welcome to my channel. So in the today's lecture we are going to start with the relational algebra. Okay, relational algebra. What is the meaning of the relational algebra? Relational algebra means what kind of operations we can perform on our relations or on our table. What set of operations are possible on the relation? Okay, so first operation which I am going to discuss in this video is selection operation. So what is the meaning of this selection operation? Let's suppose I am having a table. The name of this relation is, let's suppose, student. Okay, and I have various number of attributes of this relation. Let's suppose roll number, name, and let's suppose city, and let's suppose we have, let's suppose, email ID. Okay, these four attributes are present in the relation. Okay, let's suppose I have four roll numbers. Name of the four students are Neha, Pooja, Poonam, and Aman. Let's suppose they belongs to Chandigarh. The first two students belongs to Chandigarh and these last two students belongs to Delhi. And let's suppose the email ID is a@gmail.com, b@gmail.com, c@gmail.com, and d@gmail.com. Okay, so this is the relation given. Okay, now I want to perform the selection operation on this table. Okay, so what is the meaning of selection? Selection means you want to fetch some of the tuples of this relation. You want to fetch some of the records of this relation. Okay, so selection operation is basically used for fetching the tuples of the relation. Okay, let's suppose I want to fetch the detail of the student who belongs to Delhi. I want to get the list of students who belongs to city Delhi. So what I will be doing? I will be fetching these two tuples. Okay, only the roll number 3 and 4 belongs to Delhi. So I am fetching these two tuples, these two rows. Okay, and you will be getting all of the attributes in your output. Okay, let's suppose I want to fetch the detail of the student Neha. So what I will be doing? I will be fetching this complete row, this complete tuple in which all of the attributes are present. selection operation. We are fetching the complete tuple, the complete row as per our requirement. Okay. Let's suppose we have one more attribute of this relation. The attribute name is marks or the percentage. Percentage marks. Let's suppose Neha has 90%, 85%, 80 and we have 92%. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to fetch the detail of all of the students whose marks percentage is greater than or equal to 90. Okay. So what tuples I will be getting in the output? These tuple, and the second tuple we are getting in output is this. Okay. So as per the requirement, we are fetching the details of the students. Okay. So how this operation works? Let's suppose I want to fetch all of the students whose marks is greater than or equal to 90. Marks is greater than equal to 90. And what is my relation name? Student. The table name is student. Okay, this way we would be writing the query. From the student table, I want to select all the student whose marks is greater than equal to 90. So, in the output, this first and this fourth rows are going to be present. Okay, what is going to be my output? My output is going to be 1, Neha, Chandigarh, a@gmail.com and 90. The second tuple I would be having is A, Aman, Delhi and d@gmail.com and 92. Okay. So we are getting all of the attributes in the output. Okay. This is how our selection really works. Okay. This way our selection operation works. If we want to fetch the tuples of the relation, we use the selection operation. Okay. Now let me tell you one more thing, that this selection operation is commutative. This selection operation is commutative. Okay. It is commutative. What does it mean of commutative? Let's suppose I am writing operations like this. Okay, these two operations I am applying. Firstly, what I am doing, I am fetching the detail of all students whose marks is greater than equal to 90. So what is going to be my output? This roll number first and this roll number 4 we would be getting in the output. Okay. So the next filtering, what I am doing, I am fetching all the students whose marks is greater than 91. So out of these two, okay, when I was applying this operation, I fetched these two tuples, roll number 1 and 4. Now I am again applying one more filtering on these two tuples. Okay, on these two tuples only. What I want the students whose marks is greater than 91. So out of these two tuples, roll number 1 and roll number 4, 90. The roll number 1 marks is 90, which is less than 91. So what is going to be my output in this case? I will be fetching the fourth tuple. My output is going to be this 4 Aman Dali d@gmail.com and 92. Okay. So what does commutative means? If I reverse the order of these two operations, if I write like this, marks is greater than 91, we have to fetch it from student, and later marks is greater than equal to 90. If I reverse the order of the operations like this, our output is also going to be same. Both of these operations output is going to be same. So in this, if you look at, firstly what I want to do, I want to fetch all of the students whose marks is greater than 91. So in the complete table, we will be checking for all the students whose marks is greater than 91. So if you look at the complete table, we are just having only this row whose marks is this student whose marks is greater than 91. Okay, so after performing this operation, what tuple I will be getting in my output? This row number 4. It is going to be my output. Okay, after getting this tuple in the output, I am performing this selection operation on this tuple. Okay, so it says marks should be greater than equal to 90. Okay, so we have just this tuple. We just have this tuple in the output, and the next filtering I am applying is marks should be greater than equal to 90. So what is my marks of this tuple? 92, which is greater than 90. So what is the output I will be having? In this case, the same output, this one, which we got in this set of operations. Okay, so it is a commutative. Selection operation is commutative. Even if you change the order of the selection operations, your output doesn't get affected. Output is going to remain same. Okay, and how we perform multiple operations? If you look at this set of operations, firstly, I will be performing this selection operation on the student table, on the complete table. So after performing this selection, we are fetching some number of tuples in the output. Okay, we will be getting some tuples in the output. And when you will be performing this selection operation, you would be performing that operation on the tuples which you got in the output after performing this selection operation. Okay, this selection operation you will not be performing on the complete student table. This second selection operation you would be performing on the tuples which you got in output after performing this selection operation. Okay, so I hope that you are clear with the selection operation. We try to filtering of the rows. We try to do filtering of the rows by imposing some set of conditions on the attribute. Okay, and in the output which you will be getting, all of the attributes are going to be involved. Okay, so I hope that you are clear with the selection operation. Okay, greater than 95. So what is going to be our output? We will not get any output. We will not get any tuple in the output. So the minimum number of tuples which we can get in the selection operation is 0. Okay, there is a chance that in the output you may not get any tuple. Okay, and what is the maximum number of tuples we can get in the output? So all of the tuples, okay, all of the tuples you can get in your output. The maximum tuples in this case we can get is 4. Okay, there is a chance that if we give condition in such a way that you can get all of the tuples in your output. Okay, let's suppose if I give condition like this, I want to fetch all of the students whose marks is greater than 75. So what is going to be your output? In your final output, you will be having all these 4 tuples. So what is the maximum number of tuples we can get in output is all of the tuples, the 4 tuples. Okay. So selection operation is very important. All of the queries that you will be performing in your relation would be done on the basis of the candidate key of your relation. Okay, so in this, if you look at roll number is my candidate key. Okay, if I have to fetch the detail of any student, I would be fetching their detail with the help of the roll number. Okay, so how I will be performing my queries? If I have to fetch the detail of any student, let's suppose I want to fetch the detail of roll number 2 from the student. Okay, this way we can fetch all of the detail of the student having roll number 2. Okay, so this selection operation is very important. I hope that you are clear with the selection operation. If you have any query, I have mentioned my email ID in the description box. You can contact me on that email ID. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.